It is fascinating to me that when Nelson Mandela became the head of South Africa, many people said you should refuse to pay the debt, the international debt that was taken on by the apartheid government. And he and his advisors decided, no, they would go ahead and repay because they didn't want to lose the credit standing. Those are choices for the country to explore, and I can admire that. But I can also see that at times, sometimes when a country has taken on debt, when individuals have taken on debt, they can't find a way out of it. South Africa, as troubled as it was coming out of apartheid, did have some resources and was able ultimately to find a way to pay off the debt. And other countries are just, decades and decades and decades without any sign of hope.
So what should happen in your ideal world if we think about this staggering debt that a lot of developing countries have now? What should the legal response be?
Well, it's interesting. We don't have an international bankruptcy system. And instead, basically ad hoc bankruptcy is developed with institutions like the International Monetary Fund playing a role and others. I think we could more helpfully come up with an international agreement for a structure that is in place for when it's needed rather than trying to scramble each time. And it should set a kind of parameters that discourage creditors as well as the countries from taking on debt that everyone knows will never be repaid, and at the same time come up with a process for sensible repayment negotiations if there are unexpected challenges like a world financial crisis.
So I mentioned that you taught me family law. I know you also teach constitutional law. But
okay, I'll be back. This is Yaya. Assalamu alaikum.